Hey guys, welcome back to Just Fixing Garage. So with our Trailblazer we have today, we're looking into the P0449. This is the evap emission system vent valve solenoid circuit, as well as the, it's malfunctioning essentially. So we are going to show you where that is on the car. We're going to swap it out, clear our codes, and see if it comes back. It's a very cheap part, and it's very easy to do in a matter of 15 minutes. So follow along and we'll get started. Okay guys, so we're working on the canister vent valve solenoid. It's very easy. Let's say you start the back by your axle or your rear differential. You're just going to look up and you're going to see it sitting right here. So we're going to work through getting this off. From what I can tell, if you look at these clips here that stick out, they're going to need to spread in order to pull this off. It looks like you can push the top and pull it off. Yep. So just push down this top button and pull it off. And honestly, that should make it pretty easy to get the rest off of there. So with this one, we're going to have to pry this little piece here to slide it off, and that with it being rusted, it's probably going to be a little troublesome to just pop off. Oh, there it goes. So it's going to be very easy. All right, that gets that off. And now you've got this clip here. Just pop that up. Try not to break it. Then again, if it does break, you can still fix that. So I may need a free hand to pull that off of there, given it's kind of stuck. But this is the part we're replacing. We're going to test it as well once we get it off of here. So I'll let you watch, but okay. All right, just jiggle back and forth and get it out. As with any part, I always like to compare the new and the old. For this one, I went with the OEM part. It's got a longer part number. It's an AC Delco 259-50499. It's a factory part. Just get the bag open. Compare the two. So again, we've got a brand new part. No used stuff. This part was, I don't know, 25, 30 bucks maybe on Amazon. I honestly shop Amazon a lot if the people I'm doing work for don't need it back the next day. If I have to go local, I used to use Advance all the time, but they stopped a lot of their promo codes. So anyway, I'm just looking, make sure everything lines up. Looking at the way it clips on, I expect the OEM one to be perfectly fine. So here's the part. We're gonna slide it back on just how we took it off and get it together, and then I'll show you maybe a test on this, seeing as how it said circuit malfunction, not just a leak. I'm pretty confident it's bad, and it's so cheap it's better to rule it out. So again, I'm gonna put this in, I'll show you. This is a 5-minute job and it's in and out. Okay, hopefully you can see okay. I'm starting with a new part. It slides in just like so. I'm going to put the wiring on first, clip that in. Flip in our hose, make sure it locks. Then it all needs to slide behind here. And it should lock on just like it did before. And there. So, nice finished product. Pretty easy to do. Let's see if I can get you a little closer. So it's only three points of contact here. We've got the tube, we got the wire in the back, and we've got it right there. So quick, easy, 5-minute video here, guys, and you can swap this out yourself. And if you want to go with a different brand part, feel free. It's just, for me, I just want to rule it out. And sometimes, Dorman or Duralast, they don't always hold up as well as the OEM did. This is a 2006, so this lasted almost 15 years before it was a problem. So I hope it, outlast the vehicle at this point. So let's move on to testing the old one. Alright guys, so the end of the video is testing the old one to see if it was actually bad. So my take on these when it's like a circuit malfunction is, take it off, get some alligator clips, put one on each of the terminals in the switch, and just try to give it 12 volts. On this one, I tried to give it voltage both directions. I wasn't sure if it was going to be polarity sensitive, whatnot. I tried both ways, made sure I had a good connection, and I'm getting no click or anything out of this. So what we would expect on a good one, at least in my experience, is this is going to make a clicking noise, and what it does is it's going to shut or close the purge option. This usually comes on when the car is on, or if it's doing its own self-pressure check. As I mentioned earlier in the video, we have what was noted as a small leak and a large leak, which if this is failing completely, it's never sealing. So this is always having room to escape. While in other times you want this to close, you want this valve to close so that you can siphon those vapors into the car to burn it off. That's part of the reason of that system, is just to be a little cleaner and not release it into the air. So this seems like a complete failure for me. I am unable to get it to even power on or do anything, so it just seems like it is toasted. When it said circuit malfunction for the code, that kind of pretty much explained it all. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to have that code for this to be bad. This could be bad, but the circuit is working, and the issue is not with the circuit of it opening and closing, but it's with the seal, or I guess you could call it like a bladder that is supposed to close the valve. So the valve could be leaking while the actual circuit is okay. But for our case, it's like all of the above is failing. So if you're getting an evap leak, you can test this. If it did power on, what I would do is, and it seems silly, is I try to blow into it or suck through, see if I can get air through it when the circuit is set to closed or open, whatever the opposite of it is right now. Is what I would expect. So anyway, that's your testing method. Mine is dead in the water. I should have tested the new one just to show you the difference, but trust me, I've changed these out, I've tested them. This one seems just terrible. So thanks for watching. I hope this video is not too long and you guys will be able to swap this out yourself, and best of luck. Thanks for watching.